we have a few things to catch up on poll-wise from the last.
Yes, apologies for not being here last week.
Apologies. That's right. You are allowed a life outside of this podcast, much as it pains me to say.
I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I'm the only one who has consistently not been here.
I mean, that's quite a depressing thought from my point of view, and I'm just too much of it. Thanks for getting that out there.
Especially seeing as we usually do this on my day off.
Right, so...
What were we going to do first?
The most important thing to get out of the way first is, what is everyone's favourite chocolate-producing conglomerate?
That is an important one.
The options being Mondelez International, Nestlé SA, Mars Incorporated, or Ferrero Spa. Spa. I did think afterwards we should have added Lindt.
Ferrero Special Attack.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I thought when I wrote it down. Like, that's exactly how I wrote Special Attack. Yeah, there are no Lindt and Sprungly options, so apologies if you're a Lindor fan. But
I was wondering where that one was.
Just forgot about it. So in second place with 33%, Mars Incorporated. And in first place with a colossal 67% is Nestlé SA.
Fair.
Yeah, I did vote on all of these as well. Thought it was important.
You always tell me off for doing that.
Yes, but that's only...
Sir.
Quiet, Cooper. That's only pathetic little games. No one cares about those. Biscuits and chocolate, that's serious business.
Yeah.
So,
moving on to the biscuits.
Poll number 2. Which of these is your favourite biscuiteer? In third place with 11% is Fox's Biscuits, which I think is fair.
Yeah.
In second place with 33% is Burton's Biscuit Company of Maryland Cookies, Jammy Dodgers and Wagon Wheels fame. And in first place, this is what I voted for, with 56% was United Biscuits of McVitie's, Jacobs, Crawford's and BN's fame. So you mentioned Crawford's Biscuits, Ozzy. I looked up when I was editing it. They're part of United Biscuits as well.
Okay, here we go then.
Yeah. And the final poll, which of these is your favourite type of waffle? In second place was all of them with 20%, and in first place was definitely all of them with 80%.
Wait,
what?
The obvious winner.
Yeah.
I had to think about that for a second.
Right, should we talk about games then?
Yeah, I suppose.
So, favourite games of 1998. And I tell you what, I'm very very disappointed in the results of this poll. I think it just shows
because you lost.
I think it just goes to show that the people who watch my channel clearly have zero taste whatsoever, as if we didn't know that already.
Or only the shortest percentage of your channel are from your Old World playthroughs and are mainly here because of other games.
Well, I don't think any of them are here because of Crash Bandicoot Warped or Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's just what they like.
They're better games.
But they might not be here for Old World either. They might be here for Pokemon.
But it's not like they're here for the games that we put in the poll. It's just our favourite games.
And it's also not like they're here right now, so, fuck them.
Or are they?
Right here, right now.
In third place, with 12%, Oddworld Abe's Exodus.
Yeah.
Should point out once again that just because it's in last place doesn't mean it's a bad game.
Exactly, it's the best game.
I think, as we said, it was a cracker of a year. They were all good games in some way.
I think you could probably guess what has won, to be fair.
Is it
in second place with 19%, so it's a big winner, was Crash Bandicoot Warped. So first place was Ocarina of Time, with 69%.
Yeah. I'm not disappointed, to be honest.
No. Like we said, they're all good games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they were.
Oh, I haven't the further back in time we go, the less and less bullshit there is.
Yeah.
So there's just constantly good game after good game because they actually put effort into the games.
Yeah. Well, you just notice the Wikipedia list's getting shorter and shorter with each year.
Yeah.
It's like, that only took me 2 minutes to look through.
What year are we going to stop at? 86 with the first release of the NES? Or do you want to go back to, Pong?
Give you a second.
The year was Pong.
Because I have actually played Pong, so...
Yeah, same. It's surprisingly addictive.
I haven't played Pong at all.
Oh, you lose that year then.
So yeah, whilst we're talking about this, so this year I've got 5 games. Year after I've got 1. The next 3 games I've got 0, and then 3 years after that I've got 1 again.
So you have nothing in 1995?
No.
Wow, really?
Wow, yes. But anyway, today isn't 1995. Today is 1997.
8.
Well,
7.
so,
8.
Should we maybe go to 92 when we all were born?
I've gone all the way back
I
to
know what you
90.
mean.
I've gone all the way back to
That's
1990.
okay.
So have you gone? How far has everyone gone back?
I do it by the week.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
Okay.
We'll go to 1990 then. Then we'll think of a new format.
Yeah.
Okay. But if like look at 89 as well. If there's someone you really want to bring out, then we'll do it. We'll mention it.
We should, like, after 1990, we'll just have one of the 80s.
Yeah, we'll do any other business.
Yeah.
Games of
Any
the
other
80s.
games?
Yes. All right. So I've got 5. How many has everyone else got?
I have 5.
Oh.
5 and 2 honourable mentions.
All right. You go last then.
Fine.
Oh, so you can go first.
I have checked them all. They are all out in the correct year this time.
Yeah, no, I made sure to do this.
Oh, actually, on that note, I
Oh.
missed one in 1999.
Oh.
I think we all missed it, unless we just didn't like it, which was Pokemon Red. Came out in the EU in 99.
I think it's because we'd all got confused over dates and we were going to
Yeah.
put them on other years, but they got cancelled out of those years and put onto...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I prefer blue. So
What I will
Red
say...
detail.
Sorry, yeah, red and blue. What I will say is, because Pokemon is just like the pinnacle of our franchise love, if anyone does want to put it in 96, I ain't going to stop them. Because that's when the original came
Fair.
out.
that should be another poll: red, blue, or yellow.
Who
you
had
hear
the
that?
ice cream?
What
Who
was
had the
that?
ice cream
It's
van?
going down my road.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Okay, Christian's got him. It's the
I live at
exact
the top
same
of a
one.
cul-de-sac.
So do I, but we get ice cream van.
Oh, there's someone running
That's
for
true.
it. Run as fast as you can. You'll never catch him. He's the ice cream man. Hey, that rhymes.
Ooh.
That actually works.
Yeah, can
Because-
and man is a fairly
yeah.
common rhyme.
And there's
Also,
two
you just changed
syllables
gingerbread
between
to ice cream.
Yeah, there's still 2 syllables between both words.
I was thinking of van, even though I said man. Fucking
Can't
hell.
catch me, I'm the ice cream van. I am sentient transformer.
That would be pretty
And
dope.
vans can drive at like miles per hour, whereas kids can probably only
Hang on, where's
run
Sonic
at a
coming to
mile.
this?
Hey, I like it.
You mean Tails, but still.
Yeah, his name
Actually-
is Miles per hour.
Yeah, I prefer Tails over Sonic, to be honest. I always chose Tails.
Which is weird, seeing as you're the older brother.
Yeah, but
What?
are they brothers? I thought they were just bestie
No.
mates.
I mean, like, you are the older sibling.
Oh yeah, but then we never really played 2-player on it anyway.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I always had friggin' Tails, but for that reason I resented him, because I wanted to be Sonic, and I admired Sonic, so I preferred him.
No,
Sonic
I
is a
just
good
play
role
one
model.
player, but with Tails.
I mean, all things considered, I prefer Knuckles over both of them, but you know.
What about Cold Steel the Hedgehog?
Sorry, fucking what?
Have you not seen Cold Steel the Hedgehog?
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Oh dear.
Don't steal it though, it's original character.
Well, should I
Hedgehog or
start?
Hedgehog?
Hedgehog.
Oh, well, should I start number 5 while Steve's
Yes.
doing this? Or?
Yes.
Number 5, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey.
Oh.
Oh. I like the Oddworld games. I've played them. I've got them on Steam, but I was never big on them like you.
Yeah.
I wasn't big into the Oddworld. You know, you
Yeah.
get me.
I get you, bro.
You get me. I think I've watched you play more of it than I have played of it myself.
Agreed.
So, number 4, Grand Theft Auto.
Ah.
Hey, classic GTA.
Yeah. What is... Well, there is something to say about GTA, and it got better after the 3rd one, but it still had to start somewhere, so...
Yeah. Did you ever play
GTA.
GTA London?
What I did not know it existed.
Yeah, it's an expansion pack for GTA 1 or 2. Pretty much the same game.
Okay.
And it basically took place in London.
London 1969, no less.
Yeah.
Oh.
And whenever you died, instead of saying wasted, it says you're brown bread. Seriously, it is actually legitimately fun. It's not really anything more than like an expansion skin pack, but it's still pretty cool.
Which makes you think with the technology nowadays, it's surprising fans haven't taken the first GTA and made other city hacks of it.
You say that. Somebody tried to make a demake of GTA 3 in the same style as GTA 1 and 2. But there was a like copyright infringement thing going on. So he reworked it, and then it became Retro City Rampage.
Oh.
Which is actually really good. It's a very good game.
I don't know it either.
Also, sorry, Cold Steel the Hedgehog, holy shit.
Psh, nothing personnel.
He lost a part of his ear in the battle, which is why he does not have part of his ear.
Also, earrings aren't girly. Fuck you, Chaos Kid 663. Everyone knows you're a fucking Pokemon scammer for go.
Okay, that's going away now. Anyway, continue on.
GTA. Number 2, Crash 2. No, number 3, Crash 2.
Oh.
Cortex Strikes Back.
Excellent.
More number confusion.
As I said, Crash 3 will always be my Crash game, but I do like the others as well.
I think 2 is probably the... Out of like, I've only played 1, 2, and 3. I think 2 is the second best,
same.
and isn't. I would say so. And then
I have no opinion on this matter.
Yeah, no, I haven't really played 1 or 2 that much, so that would be fun when I eventually do get the Insane trilogy. But I still played them a bit, so I just don't have as much memories with them as I do Warped.
Fair.
Now
Very
we're on
fair.
number 2 with Final Fantasy V. That's 2 eyes.
V.
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 7.
2 eyes, so
7.
that's 2.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Well
7.
done.
V and 2 eyes.
Oh, VII.
No,
V
V.
with 2 eyes. Yeah, V. Well, yeah, because it'd be V.
Yeah, so
V.
2 after 5.
So when you say V with 2 eyes, is that VII with 2 eyes on the end? So VIIII? Because I think that should be IX.
It's
Yes,
the one.
Final Fantasy 9.
7.
It's the one with the dude and the big sword. The one that everyone
Keep it.
really
That could-
loves, but I only
That
find
could literally
good.
be any Final
The
Fantasy.
guy with the big sword and the anime hair, you know.
Yeah.
Again, point still stands.
Okay, it's the one that everyone bangs on about, but I only decently like.
It's the one with turn-based RPG combat.
Yes, that's it.
Can you narrow it down a little bit more? No, I know which one you mean. I never got on with Final Fantasy 7. I never really got on with Final Fantasy full stop.
That's yeah. You went. I think we tried to get you into it back in secondary, didn't we? A few. I
Make it
think
sound
there was
like
a few
Clockwork
of us
Orange.
that kept. Well, no, it was more in the sense of us trying to get you to play stuff, and you'd always turn around and say no.
Well, the thing is, Savile lent me fucking Final Fantasy 10, and I absolutely hated it because it was so annoying.
Which one was 10? No, 10 was. I think 10 was rubbish.
What's the one with the person with the big sword, the anime hair, and turn-based RPG combat?
I said it's like everything from 7 onwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should point out to the Final Fantasy fans this time, we're not like bashing a series for doing the same thing over and over again because we buy every Pokemon game.
They changed it up in Generation 4, thank you.
And we watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh yeah, leave me out of this.
Well, we like Yu-Gi-Oh. And they're all big-haired anime protagonists.
I'm sorry, like, Yugi was the original protagonist, and then everyone else has been just like a palette swap. Alternate
Jaden.
costumes.
I like
They're like a
Jaden.
But he very
Contagonist.
much was like a, like, vanilla character swap.
Well, actually, I think Jaden had a lot more sort of.
Oh yeah, I'm playing
hyper-
devil's advocate. Like, I way prefer
Yeah.
Jaden over Yugi, but
Jaden was a lot more in personality sense. Yugi could be a bit sort of dull and generic protagonist at times.
yeah.
Whereas Jaden was a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, that's
Which
really
was
back,
good.
dog.
Yeah, no, I really did like GX. It was after that it started to lose me.
Yeah, with the card games on motorcycles.
Motorbikes.
Card games on motorcycles.
I came
Anyway, okay.
what to this city.
Oh,
Good old little Karibo.
I haven't been keeping up with them.
He hasn't released. He
he's
doesn't
on, like-
release them very often. Anyway,
yes. What
Number
is your
one.
number one?
the best
Age
game in
of
the world.
Empires.
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires.
I'll cut out the bit where I
Nice.
talked over that.
Wait a minute. Age of Empires was released in 1997.
From what I saw.
That was 21 years ago.
Holy shit, it was. Okay, slight reordering of my...
I thought I'd done my homework this week, I'd made sure of it.
I've just realised when I said that was 21 years ago, I remember thinking I was getting older and I was 21.
I think we've had this discussion.
We have this discussion like every other week.
Yeah.
See, everyone always moans about hitting 30 and 40 and 50 and all that, but everyone ignores the bit when you're just stopping being like a teenager and you're becoming a real adult and you have to suddenly realise not enough is done.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to jump in with that I've still got mental age of a teenager?
Yeah, what was it we said last time? It was a 10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my mental age and my physical height hasn't grown since 10 years old or something like that.
Yeah, can confirm.
Pretty much.
Oh, man.
Mini pooch.
Right.
Anywho.
Right, I'll go next. As the joint shortest list. I'm using the wrong keyboard. God damn it. Right, okay.
The wrong keyboard?
The wrong keyboard.
What are you trying to do? Play a symphony?
Okay. Number 5. GoldenEye 007 for the N64. Good times. Many fun evenings were had, pieing round to Tom's house, playing GoldenEye and Smash Bros and all that good stuff.
Bros.
Yeah, and Stadio Pokédex and all that.
Yes.
See. GoldenEye, good game. Good game.
Hasn't really held up well, but it is very
No. But
it has held up horribly.
Horribly well.
Did you play GoldenEye Source when that came out?
No. GoldenEye Source.
Yeah, it was like a fan remake of it.
Available at your local Tesco's for $9.99.
I thought it was like, I'm gonna give you some of this sauce for my GoldenEye. I thought it was a rude thing. I guess not.
Yeah, it was like a fan remake.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of
for the 20th anniversary.
I mean, it's one of those things like, do you know what, I haven't played Quake. Oh, actually, I should bloody see when that came out, actually. I really enjoyed that.
Quake 2 came out this year.
I'm using the fucking keyboard again. Quake, right. Yeah, I think with that one, I don't, because that was revolutionary back in the day, but it's one of those ones where I'm not sure if I played it now, how good it would actually be.
Yeah,
and I think
Quake
it's the same...
2 came out in 98. No, 97, sorry.
Oh, no, that's an horrible mention then. I've used the fucking... I need to move this thing.
Why do you have 2 keyboards?
Because I need to do something outside of working hours for work. So
Giggity.
I mean, at least my 2 keyboards are different colours. One's glowing blue.
He needs to be able to do his
white.
work and search for porn at the same time.
Exactly.
Who searches for porn?
Sometimes you just summon you'd quite like to see, and you think, oh, I haven't got anything in my collection that would match that. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, you're in a certain mood for a certain genre, or sometimes you just want to experiment and see what's the modern trends nowadays.
To be fair, actually, it's a good point. I don't think porn review now. I don't think I've ever searched for anything. I've more just kind of gone into categories. So I think that's a fair point. Searching is something that's not really done.
But you'd have to search, well, unless you've only got like the 1 or 2 websites you use. I was going to say, I do sometimes search for different websites that I haven't visited to see what their categories have for me. You get what I mean? So
I prefer to stay on trusted sites.
Okay. But rather than searching for specific porn, I just basically search gay porn into Google and then just go look for websites.
Cool. Nice narrow specific search. Nice tight search.
It's not that well. You could get tighter.
Whoa! Number 4, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back.
That is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the second best.
I think our lists are going to be kind of similar this year.
Yeah.
Yours are, mine's fucking different.
Saying that, number 3, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey.
Yeah.
What's the nanny? Well, I think it was meant to be
it's not because he's surprised because it's not number 1 or 2.
But if you'd listened 2 weeks ago, you would have heard me say that I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's number 3 just because it's my favorite series of games, pretty much. You
like the others, so it kind of automatically gets some kind of a win to it.
Yeah. It's like when
affiliated.
It's like when I stuck New and Tasty on in 2016. I didn't really like that one either, but it was just more the fact that it represented Oddworld coming back and making games again.
I think didn't I vote for like Pokemon Black and White at one point as my top game of the year just because it was a Pokemon game?
Let's
see, I always try and order them in like the order of that I actually like them, not my. Like,
yeah, no, but I don't think I had many games that particular year.
Yeah. Which is fine.
It's okay to be afraid. It's fine. Oh, number 2. Croc, Legend of the Gobbos.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce it. Gobbos.
Gobbos.
Gobbos. It's a gobbo, mate.
Gobbo.
Do you know what? Gobbos is on Croc Legend of Thee is on my my list of games to play through again. Like I played through Abe's Exodus recently. I want to play through Croc again because it's. I don't know. I remember enjoying it, but I don't know how it'll hold up.
It's good, but it's flawed.
All I know is the soundtrack is the fucking background to my life. I love that soundtrack. I could. I think we're all out. I think you must have started in sync with me, but then I had to stop, and so I was in sync with you. But then that must have made me out of sync with you, so you had to. I don't know.
I kept going, so if you got out of sync, that's your own problem.
Oh. Just doing some more Croc music.
Croc. Oh yeah, did you know that it was originally meant to be a Yoshi game?
I did.
Yeah. Quite interesting.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Pray tell.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, Croc Legend of the Gobbos number 2. Number 1, Dungeon Keeper.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Dungeon Keeper. Everyone knows Dungeon Keeper.
Surprising. Yeah.
Great game. Number 2 was my game of the year in '99, and now '97, the original one. Good game. Good game.
Good game.
I still prefer Dungeon Keeper 2 to Dungeon Keeper.
I was about to say, it's kind of got the Oddworld syndrome as well, because you kind of don't like the first games of each one, but you love the second games of each one.
No, I do really like original Dungeon Keeper as well. Whereas with Abe's Odyssey, I don't really like it. I like it as as a game. I don't enjoy playing it. I like it as for what it is, but I don't enjoy playing it. Whereas
you like what it began.
Yeah, Dungeon Keeper, I really like. I just prefer Dungeon Keeper 2.
Yeah.
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 So you are.
Cool. Right. My turn then.
A bile demon has become unhappy because he has no food.
Ah, I see you have discovered a magical item.
That's Dungeon Keeper 2.
Shut up.
No, I was just saying that's Dungeon Keeper as well. I was congratulating you on your correct reference.
Oh.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so my list. Honorable mention, numero 1. Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
All I know about that one is the minigame in Yandere Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't AVGM play it? He must have done.
Probably. It's one of the best games ever made, apparently. And it's fucking... It's been a long time since I last played it. So I need to dig that one out again. It is on the PSP, so I might dig that out.
This is the thing, when we go back in time through these games, it's all our nostalgia ones, isn't it? And we're all just going to be spending our time saying, oh, I really want to play this again. And maybe
Next up... Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, maybe we'll play them all again and then we'll have like a recap podcast in a year or so. And we've like, well, I played it and it wasn't as good as I remember.
We should do like a live podcast where we're there playing the games that we've... Or just like a series... or on your YouTube, a series where we go down through our top games of each year.
Memory lane.
Where we play the winner of each year.
We play them and we review them, give our honest opinions.
Yeah. We got a format here, lads.
Fantastic.
And it'll all
the clap
be a
confirms
podcast. It will all be just podcast.
Yeah, no gameplay.
No gameplay. We got to keep it as a podcast. Oh my god,
did you see that? Did you see? It's a shame you couldn't see it, but it was so cool.
Just have to have one of us doing like the race car commentators and.
Hang on. Germany.
What?
It's in one of the racing games on PS1. I think it was for Colin McRae Rally, maybe, or something like that, where you could have garbled commentary.
Oh, cool.
So the commentary would just be completely random.
That's something you don't get anymore, is like...
Cheat codes.
Yeah, stupid cheat codes like that.
Yeah.
Like, you could have the jelly car as well, couldn't you?
Ah, good old jelly car. And hovercraft. You got a micro machine mode in that one as well. It's so cool. Anyway.
Memory lane.
Yeah. So my second honorable mention, Age of Empires 1.
Yeah.
My third honorable mention, Wing Commander Prophecy. There's a game none of you fucking saw coming.
No.
It's a game none of us fucking heard of.
I heard of Wing Commander.
Okay.
Yeah, Wing Commander, basically, the first couple of Wing Commander games had Mark Hamill, Biff from Back to the Future, Michael McDowell. You know, like, a really high quality cast.
Yeah.
And this was a spin-off, or it was the fifth one, apparently. And it was the first one me and my brother have played, and it's fucking good fun.
Yeah. So just to change the subject, I just heard Ozzy in the background going, no, no. Were you perchance stopping your phone from ringing, or did I just imagine that and read too much into it?
Oh no, I've managed to pre-stop that this time.
Okay, you were just saying,
Ooh.
you were just making noises then.
I can't remember what I was going to say. I was about to say something before he announced his third runner-up, and then I completely... Oh yeah, no, reliving our past, or like nostalgic reliving of that. Isn't that just another name for this podcast?
It's one of the many taglines.
Yeah.
It's like the series of us playing through the games would just be called Unvisual.
Invisuable.
You realise the word is invisible. That's why the podcast is called Inaudible.
No, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but... Number 5, Richard.
I'm a fucking idiot. Yep, invisible would be the word. That's how we got the pun in the first place.
It happens. Like the
It's come full circle.
one thing that I had to watch it a couple of times in our Digimon and Dungeons and Draymon. Sorry, when there was something hiding in the up bush.
the up bush. Yeah. You know, the up bushes.
That reminds me of the one I did back in college. It was like, you know, one of those stone fences. Do you mean a wall? It's like, yeah, that's it.
Don't you just love our diseased brains?
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, go for it.
No, Karen.
We can get into that in other biscuits.
Oh.
Yeah. Number 5, GoldenEye.
Yeah.
GoldenEye 007, the 7th
Yes.
GoldenEye game. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, sorry, just hit them off.
Number 4, Lilac Wars.
Ooh.
And I'm calling it Lilac Wars, not Star Fox 64, because Lilac Wars was released in Europe and Star Fox 64 was in America.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was the subtitle. I just wondered why you were calling it that.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I misheard what you said. Lilac Wars.
Yeah.
This is a painting game, like a flower game.
Oh.
What? No, this is not Flower nor Okami.
No.
But yeah,
It's like a game where you walk around as like a fop or a dandy, and you have to. It's like a third-person shooter, but instead of a gun, you just like fling your lace wrist at them, and a load of flowers shoot out of your hands.
What is this? Lafayette Wars?
No, Lilac Wars.
Oh, Lilac Wars.
Oh my god, you're playing as Prince, and he's wearing the purple suit.
Oh my god, yes.
I just realised what it was I was thinking of. Right, there you
like
are.
his special combo would be Purple Rain, where he just summons a lightning storm down from the sky.
Ah, yes.
Have we just like created Prince as a character for Smash Bros?
And it's never going to happen. Number 3.
Number 3, Mario Kart 64.
Wait, what's number 3? Shit. Okay.
I'm amazed neither of you two have that on your list.
I've never played it.
No.
What?
Sorry.
I started on Double Dash.
Son of a bee. Okay.
Or if I've played it, I can't remember it.
Yeah.
It was the Mario Kart game on the Nintendo 64.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
The
it's fun to have a couple of these
2D one.
Oddly enough, only the second Mario Kart game, not the 64th. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. I did to play Mario Kart 1 where it had like, was it like 1 bit of memory or whatever? Because what was it, 60? Was it megabytes of memory?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though I only technically had 32.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is why they had the expansion pack. But anyway, yeah, it's a classic. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, moving on.
Is it just like your standard Mario Kart?
It was the first 3D one.
The bare basics of Mario Kart.
I'm not saying that in a disparaging way. I just don't know what sort of game it was. Yeah.
Your classic kart racer.
Cool.
It's very weird going back to it, having played like
Modern
8 and
Mario.
Double Dash and all that. It's just like, oh god, I used to think this was fun. I mean, to be fair, it is still fun, but you know. Anyway, so my number 2 game. Star Wars X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Star Wars X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Thank you.
Sorry. Star Wars X-Wing versus full stop TIE Fighter.
Excellent. Now I understand. Oh, that game.
A flight sim.
Yeah. I've not heard of that one.
No, it was... Well, because they had X-Wing, and then they had TIE Fighter, and then they had X-Wing versus TIE Fighter.
Oh. Yeah. And you needed both the original games to be able to play it.
No, you didn't. Because it was basically a...
But if you complete one, you get a code to start the other one with a new linked game?
No, unfortunately not.
What console was it on?
It was on PC.
It's like a job interview with just relentless questions. Okay.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, like, the main draw of it was the multiplayer. But it did have, like, in-game missions to do as either the Empire or the Rebellion. And it had a lot of improved stuff over the originals. And just, yeah. It was really, really, really good. I love it. However, it's not as good as my number 1 game, which is Star Wars : Jedi Knight : Dark Forces 2.
No, you can't have 2 colons in a title. I'm not having that. You write to him and tell him.
Star Wars Jedi Knight : Dark Forces 2.
And tell him, I'm not having that. It's out of order. They're taking the piss now.
All right,
anyway,
Star
game,
Wars Jedi Knight 2 : Dark Forces 2. I suppose retroactively you could call it Star Wars Jedi Knight 1 : Dark Forces 2.
Didn't you have a Dark Forces 3 earlier?
And Dark Forces 3, which is Jedi Knight 2.
What the fuck?
And Jedi Knight 3, which is Dark Forces 4, which is Jedi Academy.
Oh, dear.
I'm making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be, I'm not going to lie. But, so, Dark Forces 2 is one of the most influential games in my life.
Oh.
It was the first real computer game that I had by myself. Like, it wasn't my brother's, we didn't share it, it was mine. And it was one of the first Star Wars games I ever played. And it's got one of my most favourite characters in all of Star Wars in it, Kyle Katarn. It was my introduction to the expanded universe. It made me realise that there was more to games than fucking Mario. It made me realise there was more to Star Wars than just the movies. It got me into the expanded universe of the books. It got me into reading more. And it just... I fucking love it. It's...
So what you're saying is, this game is to blame.
Yes.
Excellent.
It also had a very, very weird expansion pack called Mysteries of the Sith, which was...
mysterious.
But that had Mara Jade in it, so you know.
Oh.
Who was Kyle's apprentice. Go figure. Yeah, it's also got one of my favourite ships, the Moldy Crow, which is a modified Hawk 290 light freighter. It's fucking cool. I just... Yeah, I could gush about this for ages. Yeah, I think I mentioned beforehand that Kyle Katarn was the one who did the entirety of Rogue One by himself, basically. He stole the Death Star plans.
Oh.
Yeah. That sort of gives you an idea of how much of a badass this dude is.
So hang on. So in the expanded universe, was he the one that stole the Death Star plans?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Just him.
I can just imagine him just swimming out of that shield gate above the planet. Just him by himself.
To be fair, Scarif didn't exist in the Ultimate universe. But it was also a decidedly lot simpler in the first game, but yeah. But anyway, yeah.
Cool.
That's my number one.
Magic. So we had Star Wars Dark Horizons.
Star Wars Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight.
Dark Forces 2, Jedi Knight. We had...
Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2.
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires. And I forgot what mine bloody was. Oh yeah, Dungeon Keeper. Oh, it's almost a year of strategy. Someone was ruining it.
It was almost a good year of good games, but somebody else ruined it.
Ooh. Ouch.
I'm sorry.
You again?
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Oh,
shut up.
Considering, like, all of us have heard of Age of Empires, all of us would agree that Dungeon Keepers are good games, and then both me and Christian have never played your game.
It's not my fault that my good games aren't known by everybody.
It's not about whose fault it is, it's about who's to blame. And you're to blame.
That's true, there is a very big difference between the two of them.
Asda tried to sell bananas for 900 quid.
What?
Asda mistakenly charged a shopper more than £900 for a single banana she ordered online.
Wow.
Okay, supplementary question. Why would you order a single banana?
That's actually, yeah.
I just assumed it was part of a larger shop, but
yeah, it
now
said
you've
she'd
said
been
that.
billed a staggering £938 and 11p altogether. And the fruit should have been just 11p.
Why just a single banana?
Which you reckon she was just...
They grow in a bunch.
She was just sat on a bench in front of the letterbox with her legs wide or something.
Oh, dude.
I don't know. It just reminded me of that part from the Digimon movie where all the tills start overcharging everything.
Oh, yeah.
And just like... So that comes to 1,900,000. What? Well, that's what it says. It must be right. Paper or plastic?
One banana.
The customer is never right. I work in retail. I can confirm that.
So I have a news story for you from the Middlesbrough Gazette.
Oh.
Okay.
Fury after Morrison's wouldn't sell couple meat pies before 9 a.m. The meat pies were within sniffing distance, but staff told Linda and Tony Gilks at 8:45 a.m. they could not be sold for another 15 minutes.
Why?
It should have been a simple case. I will say, this is my news article of the year. I'm going to read the whole thing. It should have been a simple case of pie and sell. But Linda and Tony Gilks were left piping hot with fury after their local Morrisons refused to sell them meat pies before 9 a.m. A queue of 5 other confused customers formed at the Oven Fresh counter in Berwick Hills Morrisons to demand their pastry fix last Wednesday, but staff were determined to abide by the rules, telling customers the store had a new no meat pies before 9 a.m. policy. I wasn't waiting 20 minutes, so I went to Coupland's. I was disappointed to say the least. Husband Tony, who eats fish and chips 3 days a week and rarely touches pastry, branded the decision stupid. The 76-year-old said, when you're faced with that situation at the counter, you start thinking, is it candid camera? Is it April Fool's Day? You could have fruit pies, but you can't have meat pies. We've always been able to get the pies before 9 a.m. The decision makes no sense. I can't see any logic. Morrison's told the Gazette there is no hard and fast policy and meat pies are simply baked for 9 a.m. to match customer demand. But Tony suggested a more sinister explanation. There's more to this, he said. Morrisons have got their own agenda.
Sinister.
They don't want people to know about it. They've given too many ridiculous stories about why.
It's a conspira-pastry.
The supermarket chain with 500 stores up and down the UK has now swallowed a piece of humble pie and issued an apology to the couple for the mistake. What? Yep. It's just husband Tony, who eats fish and chips 3 days a week and rarely touches pastry.
was that really an important thing? Like, did that add much to the story? To be fair, what is the flipping story here?
The story is, you should see the picture of him. Jesus Christ, let me put this in. The The story is, it was 8:45 a.m. They could see the pies behind the counter, and they would not sell them. Why do you want a meat pie at 9 a.m. anyway?
Maybe you start work at like 9:30 or something.
He was eating an entire meat pie for breakfast. I suppose someone who eats fish and chips three times a week.
You just look at that picture and it's quintessentially British.
Yeah, you can tell that they were asked to pie. Do you reckon that they're the meat pies that they wanted?
Those are pasties, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they are.
I think, yeah.
It's because it's the classic local. I can't remember which comedian it was that said this, but it's the classic local news thing of someone is outraged about something, so they have to have a picture of them holding or pointing at the thing that they're outraged about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe the picture was taken before 9 a.m. so they couldn't get any meat pies.
There we go then.
Oh shit, I've just found another one.
Oh God, here we go.
Woman claims, this is all Middlesbrough. What is it about Middlesbrough? Woman claims she was denied tap water. Quote, I was absolutely disgusted. No puns in this one though.
Oh, do you say that?
Water disgrace.
Hey! You've tapped into what we love there.
I don't quite get the flow of what's going on here.
Oh!
You're such a drip, Rich.
Oh!
Stop being so wet.
Oh, it's kind of the same.
Is it the same though? That's the question.
On everybody's lips.